All right, JT, we'll talk it over at dinner. All right, see you then.
Late with your toast, Carla?
Well, I didn't know you were making me breakfast.
Oh, I just want to keep busy, keep my mind off of things.
I understand, but I'm really not hungry.
Not even a little cereal? Oh, well, if you change your mind, just... Oh, Jane, how about you? Hot breakfast?
Plus something light, Mom, would be nice. Thanks.
Okay, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hi. How'd you sleep?
Oh, I tossed and turned. Hope I didn't disturb you or anything.
No, I had something else doing that.
Fruit cup and toast?
Yeah, that's fine, Mom. Thanks.
Nice of Mama having us over here.
Yeah, you know, there's no time for any of us to be alone.
If Jimmy's dead.
Baby, Carla, come on, don't dwell on that. Huh? Come on.
If he's dead,
Hey.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Come on, babe. Come on.
I'll get it. Saw him come up the drive.
Hiya, Mrs. Redland. This is my son, Gil. Hello. I guess everybody knows everybody else.
Hey, Jace, thanks for coming by.
Oh, at a time like this, who's got time for shopping?
Oh, just when I was looking for wheat bread.
And I'll give you a hand with this.
Oh, you just might get a little breakfast out of all of this.
You holding up, buddy?
Oh, I slept a little bit, you know. You know, my imaginations get harder and harder to tame as each day goes by.
I double-checked with a police friend of mine downtown this morning. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, you know, after last night's scare, I'm really relieved to hear that.
Carla, you're both in my prayers.
That means a lot to us.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking that word is full of incidents of sons returned. Prodigal son and the son that Jesus raised from the dead and returned to his mother. Let's all just keep believing.
Come in. Charles, I got quite a busy day ahead of me. Got a million places to go, and my car is in the shop getting an overdue tune-up.
The ambulance is out running you again, Harold?
Just get to the point, will you? I got a taxi on hold.
Well, I trust that you finally come to your senses about Miriam.
Well, that fare won't be so bad after
Harold,
all.
I have a very sick daughter who thinks that she's capable of living on her own. Now, as my lawyer, you are responsible for helping me to prove that Miriam is unable...
I won't handle the case.
You don't have any options, not anymore.
Oh, do I hear chains rattling?
Well, if you had any business sense, yes.
Now, the sense I have, Charles, is right here. You know, Miriam's able to do a whole lot more than just move out.
Oh? And how do you know that?
I've talked to doctors.
At Kingsley General?
Well,
Why?
oh, what you said before about her. I wanted to research the case.
Since when did you pick up such thorough habits?
Charles, I'm told that she is in complete control of her mental and physical faculties.
Webster, if that were true, I would be the happiest man on earth.
I don't believe that.
Well, what exactly do you believe?
Charles, you've burned me in the past.
I've kept your career alive single-handedly.
Yeah, the knife was in another hand.
Are you telling me that you'll support me through questionable business deals, profligate spending, even arson, but that you're going to ignore sincere and pressing needs of my family?
I'm telling you that I've got better things to do than prove that your daughter still needs you, which she doesn't.
Let me guess. Your brother-in-law has finally struck it rich with turkey snackers, and you're set for life.
What has that got to do with this?
Well, you don't seem to mind risking losing your share of Hollister Mall.
You can't do that.
Handle the case, Harold.
I won't.
You know, your bravado could cost you the greatest financial chance you've got, plus the fact that the first quarter dividends will come in soon to take care of that cab fare down below.
Our participation in Hollister Mall is legally binding, no matter what you may think of me.
Oh, Harold, I've learned one thing from you during the past 5 months. There is nothing legally binding.
I will not help you commit your daughter. You know, Charles, there's a line that has to be drawn. I'm tired of you not drawing your own. I'm not going to let you cross mine anymore.
Hi.
Peter, are you in?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Gil's still out of town. He said he's going to call me, but he must be busy.
Will you rubber stamp these, please?
No, I thought I'd search high and low for him. I never dreamed you'd walk right into my office.
He who?
Him, as in the man.
That's what Gil is?
All right, I'm sorry. I sound like some lovesick 15-year-old in the throes of first love, but that's what it feels like.
Well, I don't want to be nosy. I don't want to seem out of place here, but have you talked this over with Gil?
It's been communicated in ways more obvious than talk. You know, I assumed you and Gil are friends. I wouldn't share this with just anyone. Besides, I'm sure he's told you. Maybe you can get a date, and when Gil get back, we'll double.
Vicky, Gil's back. He never left.
There was a change of plans?
No. He just told you he was going out of town, so you wouldn't be bothering him.
You didn't mean that.
Look, the only one of the three of us that doesn't mean what he's saying is Gil.
He didn't go to L.A.? Well, I'll just call him then. I'm sure he'll explain it.
Oh, yeah, he'll explain it real well. He's good at that.
All right, Peter, you've got my point across.
Vicky, you were used. And you're going to be used again if you call and believe what he says.
Listen, Peter, there was a lot more to what we had than what you think. I appreciate your concern and your information, but I can handle it from here.
Vicky, I'd rather ignore this whole thing. I came through that door with full intentions of doing just that. But you're talking about him, this Mr. Prince Charming, the guy you've been waiting for, and you need to know the facts. You saw your future in Gil, and Gil, when he looked at you, he just saw one night. Hey.
Right, send him in. Applicant for male orderly, if you'll just... Russ!
How are you, Mrs. Davidson?
You're applying for a job as an orderly?
Well, I don't know if it qualifies as nepotism, but I thought I'd start with my only contact.
Oh, it's good to see you.
You too.
Come on in, sit down.
Thank you.
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you at the graduation.
Yes, well, I don't think I would have had a very good conversation back then.
I heard about you and Becky. I'm sorry things didn't work out.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your sympathy, but don't waste it on me. I'm over it. Her. It. Whatever, you know.
Now you're looking for a job. Med school fell through?
Well, sometime maybe in the future, but for right now, I just kind of get a little practical experience. See what you can do for me?
Sure.
Yeah, Ethel Patrick, Leon. Is lunch still on? Great. I'm leaving right now. I'll meet you at my diner in 5 minutes. Right.
was here.
I knew it was you or some awfully smart mice. Now I want an explanation, young man, and it better be good.
They were shaking me down.
Who was that?
These two kids at school. Not my school, but right across the street at the high school.
They were older than you?
11th graders.
What did they want?
Well, it started with my lunch money, but then they wanted $1 a day.
Did you get their names?
Tommy Lee and Porf Miller.
Porf?
Hey, he's meaner than he sounds.
Listen, you still haven't told me why you ran away. Come over here and sit down.
Well, I got caught ripping off my teacher's desk.
And you were doing this to pay off the high schoolers?
Right, but I couldn't tell anyone that.
Well, how much did you get caught with?
$240.
Now, was that worth it?
Hey, it kept me alive for a couple of days. I mean, what'd you want?
So you felt like you were in a no-win situation. You couldn't squeal on Tommy and Porky.
His name is Porfy.
But you had to steal to keep them off your back?
Yeah, don't tell me I should have stood up for myself.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Leon, have you ever run away from anybody in your life?
Yeah, mostly women, but never anyone named Porfy or Porky. It's busy. You know why it's busy? Because your folks have made more searches and phone calls and visits and prayers than anyone I can imagine. Jimmy, what you did was wrong. I'm not saying it was stupid because, I mean, you had a reason. I'm not saying it was cowardly because, well, we all get afraid, but it was wrong.
Come on, go easy on me, Leon. You're looking at a kid who's lived on peanuts, crackers, and jelly beans for 3 days.
That's called facing the consequences of your decision.
But it was the best thing I could do.
Why didn't you tell the principal?
Oh, come on, get real. He'd have those guys suspended and they'd come back, beat you up and double their rates.
You could have told your parents.
And then Grandma would walk me to school every morning and pick me up for lunch. Leon, you don't know what it's like being a kid.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what it's like to be a parent either, but I can imagine. Jimmy, there was more at stake than just your diet. I mean, your dad's hardly slept. Your mom's a wreck. I never seen your grandma pray so much. They love you, Jimmy.
I love me too, and that's why I wanted to stay alive.
Listen, there's no need to call again. I can have you home in 10 minutes. That'll give you time to rehearse an apology.
So long, John. Hey, John.
Tammy, dear. Now, don't deny me that big smile.
Yeah, eat your heart out, Preston.
Well, I just might have to if you don't come over and take our order. Beer?
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, come on, I'll buy.
Father will fire me.
Tom, you can't jump every time he threatens. You know, that's what he wants. Come on.
Okay, make it quick.
2 beers.
Gil.
What do you want to eat?
BLT, please.
Cam, what do you want?
Well, you know what I want, but I never get it.
Gil, I'm busy.
You need chippy?
No.
Anything close?
Oh, we got scratch ham and dented pork.
She's just lovely when she gets mad.
You got 5 seconds.
Okay, cheeseburger and baked potato. And if you keep playing hard to get, I'm only gonna want you more.
You're such a bunhead.
She's too tall for you anyway, Gil.
She's not.
She's not.
Who is it?
I don't know.
A little out of your element, aren't you?
Let's just get this over with. I'm here to give some options on your case. I've done all I can.
I guess I best move to another table, huh?
Yeah, I'll make sure to still your beer. So is this an excuse to see me again?
On the contrary, I've been looking forward to this meeting only because it'll probably be our last. I can't do anything more.
Man, this is just not the day for pickups. But, okay, what are the options?
You're facing a DUI charge, which is very serious.
Now, if you plead innocent, you'll probably get a light jail sentence of 10 days, maybe a month if you get a strict judge.
That's small.
Compared to some second and third offenders, yes.
So what's the alternative?
Plead reckless driving. Now, I think we can get by on that. I've spoken to the county attorney.
No jail.
Very unlikely, but there'll be a $500 fine, and you'll lose your license for 90 days.
That's the bargain, huh?
Yes, and it wasn't easy.
Oh.
The public supports tough actions against drunk drivers. This is lenient.
Okay, I don't want it anymore. So you're saying I have 10 days in jail, or $500 fine, or what?
Immigrate to Bolivia.
That's it, huh?
Yeah. I can hardly handle your come-ons and your ego. But being unappreciated, I will not put up with.
Appreciation? I mean, either way, I'm getting hurt.
And either way, you're getting billed. Goodbye.
Charles Carpenter to see you, Mr. Buckner.
That'll be all, Jean. How do you do? We've never met, but I am familiar with your work, particularly Hollister Mall.
Yes, that's progressing very nicely.
Better than your shipping business, I hope.
Despite any gossip from the business community, I sold Carpenter Lines at a very healthy profit.
You were given few alternatives.
Do you always treat prospective clients this way?
Yes, it's also I have such an impressive and respectable clientele.
Well, excuse me for trying to presume my way into such an exclusive eternity.
Charles, what is it you want?
It's a personal matter that I don't particularly trust in the hands of my present attorney.
Harold Webster?
You know him?
Of him. He's the Inspector Clouseau of law. What's his personal issue?
Well, risking a second interrogation, the only thing I'll tell you is that it concerns my daughter. Perhaps you'd like to tell me her name. She's had a mental breakdown and is currently under the delusion that she can live without supervision.
What do the doctors say?
I haven't talked to them, nor anyone else for that matter. I wanted legal representation first.
To have your daughter declared incompetent.
And institutionalized if necessary.
I don't come cheap.
Buckner, I'm not looking for bargains when it comes to the welfare of my daughter. I'll pay whatever is necessary.
Let's talk.
Yes, I'm calling about the position you have for mail orderly. Already filled. I'd like some more applications, maybe. You got 50 on file. Okay, thanks a lot. Employment Commission.
Russ, is that you?
Mrs. Davidson.
Hi, I'm glad I got through. Your phone's been busy all day.
Yeah, I've been busy looking for jobs.
Well, listen, your search may be over.
I got the position.
Well, not exactly. They told me you may be overqualified for a job as an orderly.
Great.
Well, no, not so fast. I talked with Lester Lewis, the director of the hospital, and he wants to interview you.
What for?
Well, for some time now, he's been thinking of hiring a personal assistant. Well, with your background in medicine, you could put that together with administrative and office skills.
Yeah, sure, I can handle that. No
Okay,
problem.
well, now, just a minute. Hold on. Save your confidence for Lester. I'll set up an appointment for you.
Mrs. Davidson, I don't know how I can thank you.
Listen, it'd be great having you around the hospital.
I appreciate your looking, Margie. Now, you call me if you see or hear anything, you hear? All right. Bye.
You got a visitor, Mama.
Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy! Oh, praise God! I'm sorry, Grandma. Oh, sorry for what? Where were you?
Listen, it's a long story.
Jimmy! Oh, you're safe!
Hey, where's Gene?
He's out back with a neighbor.
I'll go get him.
I was hiding in Leon's office.
All this time? You're all right. Thank God.
Oh, Jimmy, hey, buddy. Hey, come here.
I've never seen Gene Redline run so fast in all my
Man,
life.
where have you been? We've been worried about you.
I'm really sorry, Dad.
Mama, you better fix the boy a big lunch. He'll tell you why he needs it.
And how's your day been?
Oh, it's been great, except for one thing that went wrong. See, I beat Mrs. Thomas next door in Scrabble twice, so now she's not talking to me.
Oh, well, tomorrow you can go over there and throw a couple games.
Good idea. I think maybe... come in.
Hey, Miriam. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you're having visitors.
No, Harold. Harold, come on in. This is my friend Laurie Martin.
Well, I think I know your husband.
Look, if this is business, maybe I should go.
No, you don't have to leave.
I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
I took it upon myself to come over here. I thought you ought to know.
Know what?
That conversation you had with your father yesterday, it led him to take legal action. Because I wanted no part of it.
Well, Harold, wait a minute. What is Daddy doing?
He's going to have you declared mentally incompetent and placed in an institution.